Katja here with health and yoga videos by Tigovit USA. Please subscribe to our channel and let us know what you think. Have a wonderful day. Let's lie down and relax. Inhale. Take a short breath into your nose, followed by a longer, slower exhale through your nose. The breath is going down into the belly and will be released through the nose, nice and slow. Maybe take a short pause on the bottom of your breath before you inhale again. Focus on your breathing. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and your jaw isn't clenching. Your arms are getting heavier as they're weighing into the ground. And try to keep your mind here. Take this moment to notice that you are here to take care of yourself, to support your health, and enjoy this moment. Start moving your fingers, wiggle your fingers and your toes, and make an easy fist, and wiggle your fingers again. And let's bring both arms overhead and reach and stretch for a wake up stretch. Reach, make yourself long, and bring your arms back to the side. Bring both knees to your chest, hold on to your knees and maybe rock from side to side. Let's bring both feet straight up to the sky and point your toes towards your nose. Stretch your heels. Point your toes up and point your toes towards your nose. And up and back and down. Bring your legs back to the ground. Bend your knees, have the feet planted into the ground. Bend both knees to the right. Bring your knees back to the center and bend your knees to the other side. Coming back to the center, bring your feet off the ground, bring your knees closer to your chest, bring your arms straight out to the side and drop your knees one more time to one side. Bending them to one side, that's a spinal twist. Bring them back to the center, don't forget to breathe, and drop them to the other side. And back to the center. Release your legs and reach overhead one more time. Make yourself long, holding on with one hand, maybe to the other wrist. Stretch. And the other side, stretch. And release. And let's roll to the side and rise to a stand. Feet are a little bit wider than hip wide for our hip swing. Move your hips from side to side. Arms just doing their job. They're just loosely following. Don't forget to breathe. You can pick up a heel as you turn. And back to the center. Side bend. Standing nice and tall, draw your shoulders back and down. Arms are loosely on the side. Inhale, drop your head to one side. Release your shoulder. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down. And inhale up. Last one. Exhale, down. Come back to the center. And bring your feet hip wide together. From here into a balance. Shift your weight to one foot. Find a focus point somewhere 8 to 10 feet in front of you and pick up a leg. You can rotate your foot and release. Shift your weight to the other foot. Pick up the leg. Maybe rotate and release. First side. Let's change it up a little bit. Bring the leg out to the side. Reach. You can always hold on to something if you need a little support. A little finger on the chair goes a long way. And release. Pick the other leg up. And release. Feet are hip wide. Bring one arm out to the front. Take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Back and down. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Back and down. Inhale up. Exhale. Wide arm circles. To open the shoulder, to use, to stretch chest open. And back to the center. The shoulder roll. Bring your arms together in the front. Your palms can face away from each other. Inhale, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale. And exhale. And the last one. Inhaling up. Release your arms. Bring your arms together behind your back. And reach down with your arms. And release. Let's bring the feet wide for a squat. Toes point out slightly to the side. Bend your knees, hands are on top of your knees. Pushing out so you can feel a stretch in your groin area. Slowly coming up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Turn your right shoulder to your left side. And come back to the center. Turn the other shoulder. Looking behind. And back to the center. Slowly rolling up. Let's bring the hands together in the front. Inside out. Reaching forward, stretch, Bring your arms overhead, make yourself long, bending to one side. Come back to the center, bending to the other side. And center, and reach, and forward fold. Let your head hang, release. Slowly coming forward, reaching up overhead, stretch, make yourself long, and release. Coming into mountain pose. Feet are parallel, toes are lined up, shoulders are drawn back, standing nice and tall. Take a couple of breaths here. The next will be a balance. The number 4. Bring one leg up, across, above your knee. It could be below the knee too. Be aware you're not supposed to cross the center line. That may not be for you. Bring your hands together for a greeting and bend your knee. Slowly coming up and release. Cross the other leg over. Bring your hands together. Inhale. On your exhale, bend your knee. And slowly coming up. Bring both arms overhead. Fingers are laced, nice and straight, and bend your right arm, draw it down with your left arm. Slowly coming up and draw the other arm down. Bring your arms out straight in the front. Feet are hip wide. Take a deep breath. On an exhale, turning around, looking over the side. Both hands are parallel as you turn around. Feet stay where they are. Only go as far as you can keep your feet in place. Coming back to the front. And exhale around. And front. And release. Both feet are wide. Turn your right foot out to the side. Turn your hips out to the side. Accommodate your left leg behind you. Your foot is about 45 degrees turned in. Bring both arms overhead for a runner stretch, forward fold. Exhaling, reaching out, forward fold. Keep both legs straight. If you can't reach the ground, rest your hands on top of your leg. Slowly coming up from here, bend your knee, arms on an inhale up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Let yourself hang. Arms are loosely on the side. Release your back. Enjoy the stretch. Slowly coming up. Turn your left foot so it is parallel to your hips in the front. Adjust the distance so you can bend your knee. Hips are facing forward. Inhale, bring your arms overhead for warrior number 1. Lifting up your upper body, keep it straight. Back leg is pushed into the ground. Exhale, arms come out to the side. Swivel your hands around, your hips turn around to the front. Lifting up your chest, being nice and tall, arms are drawn out to the side, and turn your head looking to the side to your right arm. Being nice and strong. Turn this foot in. Facing forward, bring your arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Slowly coming up. Bring your arms behind your back. Fingers are laced. Lift them off your buns, maybe. Draw your hands down. And release, chin to chest. Turn the other leg out. Both legs are straight. Bring your leg in so it's a 45-degree angle. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Rest your hands on top of your leg or on the side of your leg, whatever works. Inhaling, coming up. Bend your knee. Exhale, forward fold. That's all relaxation for your back. Let it happen. Your neck. Slowly coming up. Adjust your right foot so it's parallel with the front of your mat. Maybe walk your distance a little bit out. Bring your arms up overhead for warrior number 1. Bring your arms out to the side. Swivel your arms around. Hips come back to the front. Arms are drawn to the side. Palms are facing down. And turn your head looking towards your left hand. Breathing. Coming back to the center. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly coming up. Bring your arms behind. Fingers are laced. Lift them away from your buns. Maybe folding forward. Release your hands back to your back and slowly rolling up from your hip. And let's lie down and relax. Lying on your back with your arms on the side of your body. Palms are slightly facing up. Focus on your breathing. Shorter inhale into the belly, long, slow exhale out through your nose. Draw your abs in. Bend your knees and place your feet hip wide apart. Closer to your buns. If you reach out with your arms towards your feet, you might be able to touch your heels. You might be, maybe not. Rolling up on an inhale. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And slowly rolling down. And again, rolling up on an inhale. And slowly rolling down. Bring one leg to the sky, the other one is flat on the ground. Take a deep breath. On an exhale, reach out to the front with your hands. And on your next inhale, coming down. There is a variation. You can pick up the other leg. Reach and release. We're doing 4 of those. We got 2. Reaching out and down. And one more time. Reach and release. Bring the arms out to the side. This leg is still up in the air and cross it over the center line. You can bend this leg, it can be straight, whatever works best for you. Bring this leg back to the center and release it and bring the other leg up. Take a deep breath and on an exhale, reach out to the front, lifting your shoulders, maybe parts of your chest off the ground. And release on your inhale. Exhale, reach and release. And only 2 more, reach and release. And the last one, reach and release. Arms flop out to the side. This leg crosses over the center line. Just stay here, breathing. And come back to the center. Release this leg to the ground. Bring both knees to your chest. Maybe hold on to them. Maybe rock from side to side. Bring both legs straight up to the sky. Open your feet wide. Just let it happen. Bring your feet back together and bring them to the ground. And let's roll to the side and sit. Coming into a best possible seated position on your sit bones, sitting nice and tall. Bringing your right foot in. Holding on to your shin or your knee. Bring it close. Make yourself small. Release your head. Release your shoulders. Bring your right arm across your right knee. Pushing against your knee pushes towards the left. Bring your left arm out to the side. Turn around, looking over your shoulder. Bring back to the center and release. Bring the other knee in, holding on to your shin or your knee. Let your shoulders release, drop your nose down to your knee and relax. Slowly coming up, take a breath. Bring your left arm in on the inside of your knee. Your right arm comes out and around. Your knee pushes to the right. Push against your elbow. And coming back to the front. Straighten out your legs, wiggle your toes. Bring your right leg out to the side and left leg out to the side. Bend your right knee, facing your right knee with your upper body. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Your knee is in the center of your chest. Your arms or hands rest on the ground. Slowly coming up. You may not be able to do all of it. Still face your bent knee. Now bring your arms overhead. Bending to the other side. There's your side bend. Coming back to the center. Still facing the bent knee. Now turning to the straight leg. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly coming up. Release this knee. Draw the other knee in. Turn your upper body facing your bent knee. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly coming up. Keep on facing your bent knee. Reach with your arms overhead. Bending to the other side. Inhale up. Now turning to the straight leg. And bend. Inhale up. And face the center. Bring both feet together in the front. Bring the soles of your feet together. Holding onto your toes, or have your arms next to your buns and give yourself a little push. It's not a real hard pull. It's more easy. Slowly coming up. Fold your knees back together. Straighten out your legs. Turn your toes toward each other. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. And slowly coming up. And come to all fours into table. Let's tuck the toes under. And push up your knees for downward dog. Don't straighten your legs out, just walk this dog out. Pedal your feet up and down. Draw your abs in, looking down between your hands. And back to all fours. Release your arms to the ground, your fingers are spread. Tuck your toes under again, this time into a forearm plank. Lift off your knees, straighten out your buns, it's below your shoulders, and stay here as long as you can. You can bring a knee down at any given time. And eventually release your hips to the ground. Arms are still flat on the ground. Lifting up your chest for swings, looking forward and release. Place your hands next to your chest, come back to all fours into a table position for threading of the needle. Your next inhale brings your right arm up to the side. Looking towards the sky, looking towards your arm. Exhale, bring this arm down, thread it underneath the other shoulder. Slowly coming in. Reaching up again. And place this hand to the ground. Inhale, bring the other arm up. Exhale down. Open the chest and release. Bring your right leg behind you out. It's on the mat. Bring the same arm out in the front. And if you want to add to it, you can turn out to the side and reach up for the sky. Release. Straighten out the other leg. Pick up the same arm. Reach. Turn it out to the side. And coming back to all fours. And come into child's pose. Make yourself small. You can breathe in your back. And back to all fours for the cat and the cow. Round your back. Exhale. Inhale, looking forward. Stretch your throat. Round, tuck and push. Exhale. Inhale. You can do your own speed. Round, tuck and push. Inhale. And exhale. It is relaxation time. You can decide if you want to be in child's pose, lying on your back, sitting, or any other symmetrical pose. Focus on your breathing. You may start moving, maybe rolling to the side first. And then slowly coming back into a seated position. Let's rest the hands on top of your knees. Move the right hand to your left knee. Bring the other arm around, looking one last time over your shoulder. Coming back to the front. Move it to the other side. Back to the center. Bring both arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, push the air out to the side. Inhale. And exhale. And thank you for participating. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.